Software. You may have played games on a console. The console and joystick are physical parts or hardware of the computer, while the game running on the console is a software. Software is a set of instructions which perform a given task, like accelerating the car when the X key is pressed. Operating systems like Windows 10, media players like VLC and photo editors like Photoshop are some examples of software. Software is classified in three categories: system software, programming tools, and application software. Let's first see system software. System software runs the computer hardware and provides a platform for other applications to run. It is classified into operating system, system utilities, and device drivers. Let's start with operating system. It is a platform for other software to work and provide access and security to the system. Windows, Linux, and Android are some operating systems. After operating systems, let us learn about system utilities. System utilities are used to maintain and configure the computer system. An operating system has some built-in utilities like disk defragmentation, formatting utility, and system restore utility. While some utilities like antivirus and disk compression software can be externally installed. Which takes us to the last system software, which is device driver. Device driver is responsible for the proper functioning of a device. It acts as an interface between device and the operating system. For instance, when Ctrl+P is pressed, the device driver will give the print instruction to the printer. And so, we have read about system software. Now, let us read about programming tools. We write instructions to a computer using programming language, but the computer understands only ones and zeros. Language translators convert these programs to machine language. We will talk about them, along with programming languages and program development tools. Let's start with programming language. There are two types of programming language: low-level language and high-level language. Low-level language are machine language and assembly language. Machine language uses zeros and ones to write programs. Remembering a sequence of zeros and ones makes it is difficult to code and find error in machine language. To overcome this problem, assembly language is used. Assembly language uses English words and symbols to write instructions. Being machine-dependent, the code of one processor cannot be used for another. This difficulty is overcome by high-level language, which is machine-independent. These high-level languages use English-like sentences and some rules for coding. Some commonly used high-level languages are C#, Java, and Python. We can use a language like Python to print a string, which is then converted to a machine language by a language translator. The program written in assembly or high-level language is called source code, and the program converted by translator into machine language is called object code. Now, let us look at the type of translators. The first translator is assembler, which converts a code written in assembly language to machine language. The second translator is compiler, which converts a code written in high-level language to machine language. And the third translator is interpreter, which translates a source code into machine code, line by line. Which takes us to the last programming tool, that is program development tools. to create programs, an integrated development environment or IDE is useful. We can write a program, debug it, and run it to the IDE. Apart from this, we may also use our debugger to detect and correct errors. This wraps our discussion around programming tools. We will now discuss about application software. Software written for end users are called application software. If these software are developed for generic application of large number of users, then they are called general purpose software. For example, Adobe Photoshop and Mozilla Firefox. Else, if application software are developed for the specific requirement of a person or organization, then they are called customized software. Examples include websites and school management software. Apart from this, we still have a wide range of software. Some software with their source code are available for free to public to continuous improvement. Those software are known as free and open source software or FOSS. Ubuntu and Firefox are some FOSS applications. If a software is available for free without its source code, then it is called freeware. Some freeware are Skype and Adobe Reader. And if a software is purchased from a copyright vendor, then it is called a proprietary software. Some proprietary software are Microsoft Windows and Photoshop. All these software make our lives easy. Here is what we have learned.